Yeah.
Hi, E.
I'm sorry, I accidentally muted you when I meant
Oh,
to turn up the volume, so I completely missed all of that. I don't know what
oh
I'm
my God.
doing with technology. I'm sorry. Sorry. Please
I was
ask
just,
that
it's
again.
okay.
I know.
Okay, so on to some wrestling things. Dude, what a time for you right now.
What a
You are
time.
just crushing it. And it just feels like the perfect timing of like someone just putting in the time, grinding away, quite literally in your case. Um,
Well
but
done.
but just looking at where you are and like the obviously like the fan base is so behind you. You can tell the whole company is behind you. It's just such a it's really fun to watch you thrive in that moment. Do you feel like it's very much that like preparation and timing coming together for you in this moment?
I think so. But in the same vein, I'm also someone who just like bristles at compliments and I don't know if things are going well, but it's also a weird time because our in wrestling, your fans are your barometer, and that's the beautiful thing is that a crowd in Jackson, Mississippi, may respond differently from a crowd in Sacramento or a crowd in Baltimore. And when you can hit all these different towns and it keeps working and they're loud, then I feel like that's when you know, hey, I got something good here. It's working. But now we don't have that.
You
So
got to go off the internet, which can be a scary place.
it's just dark and lurid. Um, but yeah, and
I can't imagine anyone being mean to you on the internet. That must not happen to you very often.
I feel like people just I don't see it, and I'm just wondering if all the quality filters just made my life
True.
real rosy. Like let's take out all the bad that doesn't exist.
Thank God for those quality filters.
Yeah. So that's my assumption. But no, the feedback seems to have been good, but it's weird to say, yeah, I'm having an awesome run and people are loving it because there's no one yelling like, hey, we love you in the arenas. So
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
You guys don't. Do they? Are they feeding in the New Day Rocks chants? Are we getting those?
Yeah,
They
I
must. They
I've
must.
had people ask me if I can hear piped in stuff while I'm out there. And either they're not playing it or I just like am not paying attention. I have no idea. I
They
really
must do
have
it
no
in
idea.
post. I'm not sure either. I have no idea. What about for like for Kofi and for Woods? I mean, what's their reaction to you now finally getting this like huge singles push?
Oh, I mean, they've always been supportive, and I always appreciate that. And Woods was out at the time when we first did the
A
single
damn
stuff.
Achilles, yeah.
Yeah, I know it took forever to get back. But Cope was there, and as soon as we both heard together, he was so genuinely happy for me and excited about like whatever would come, and I really appreciate that. And same thing, like I can't imagine being in a group with two more selfless people, and that's what I've always appreciated is it can be easy in this business to be selfish and to just worry about your own push. But I love the fact that we're always so genuinely supportive of each other and our projects, whether they be in WWE or outside of the company, whatever it is. And they were there for me, and I appreciate that.
Man, you guys all hustle so much, especially like on the outside of the company too. Just like you guys are always doing stuff.
I mean,
It's
that's
cool to
Woods.
see.
That's Woods, and
Would
like Kofi's always doing stuff too. And I'm over here twiddling my thumbs. They're over there, like they got multiple kids. Like you got more
right.
than one kid. You got a wife. You go home, and then you got these side projects. Kofi's doing sneakers stuff, and then he was so busy when he had the world title. Woods is always doing his gaming stuff, and I'm going home to just lay on the couch. But this is the life that I want. This life that I've crafted,
This
for
is it.
myself is to be able to
Yeah.
sit alone at home and watch stuff. So don't
Well,
judge me.
you get to hang out with This Is Us, and that's where the emotional release comes from. They
Exactly.
provide that
You
very
get it.
much so.
Mm.
What did you learn from Kofi's run that are
Uh,
things that you want to either change or that you would like to apply to this moment that you're in right now?
um, I think one of the things that I really respected was that Kofi. There were so many times where he could have just made it about himself, and he was still always trying to include the three of us, and that I really appreciated. Because it was his moment, honestly, and we were fortunate enough to be along for the ride. And I'm glad we got to do storyline with the gauntlet match and the tag team gauntlet match, where we got to kind of get Kofi into. I felt like
That
that was
was
a cool,
insane. Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the reaction for that was really cool too, because in wrestling, it's always about like which faction member is going to screw the other, and it was cool because we never do like real moments of like brotherhood and sacrificing for the other. So that was cool. Um, yeah, so I that was the thing, and just seeing how hard he worked in and out of the ring, like he was on all the time. He was on everything, just always doing media, and seeing him always do it with a smile on his face and never complain was something that I always remembered. Like, man, you could complain about the fact that you do. I think the night he won the title, I don't think he slept at all, and not because he was like out partying, but because he was up. And then by the time that he got done with everything, he went back to the room, and then I think they had him like do the Today Show or some
Right.
morning show, and then
Yeah.
do the whole morning media. And we're on SmackDown. I want to say, yeah, SmackDown was supposed to be later in that week, and they called him in to do Raw. So instead of like, all right, I have Monday to decompress after doing all this
Nope.
media, so nope, we got it. We need you on Raw. You got this promo seg and this match. So he was just constantly going. And it's just different now with everything being so much, we work once a week. So just kind of seeing him always, you never see him like shaken or upset.
I've never seen him in a bad mood ever.
I don't know how
I've
it's
ever
possible.
seen him. I've never seen him in a bad mood, I don't think.
No, me either. It's
Oh,
wild.
I thought you meant like he is, and I've missed it. I was like,
No.
I did not see that.
No, I don't. No, I mean,
pissed
you're
off.
right. I will say when it comes to video games, he's a horrible sport. When he wins and loses, that's
Oh,
the
I
one
could
time
see
he'll
that.
be pissed.
I've
Yeah.
seen that in Up, Down, Down. Fair enough.
Yes, that's
Hey,
that's about the only time though.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think all three of you are kind of like that. I've never really seen any of you guys in like bad moods.
No,
Are you getting warm in your cardigan?
It didn't take long.
Actually, it's like hot in this room and right now too. I'm dealing with it. It's fine.
Powering through. That's cool.
Yeah, we have to.
I am definitely more, I guess more temperamental. Woods and I definitely are a little bit more. But I try to be mellow, but sometimes people just, boy.
I would love to see you snap on somebody. That would be amazing. Like,
That's what that's what the meditation's for. So I don't do that. Yeah.
How do you see your WrestleMania moment going? I know everyone is rallying and they really want to see Big E versus Roman Reigns. I did see an interview or heard the interview you did the other day on Busted Open. Just about maybe some of the veterans perhaps taking a spot like that. What if you could do your perfect Mania moment? How do you see that going?
Obviously, I think the Roman is clearly, when you look at the WWE pecking order, he's at the very top, and having that match is the biggest moment. I'm very much just of the mindset of like, do the best with what you're given, and I hope we're at a point in another month or two where I feel like I'm established enough and I'm hot enough where it makes sense. But in the same vein, like I have no idea what the plan is. And I also want this to feel earned. I think sometimes you can get too much too soon. And that's also weird to say for someone who's been around for 8 years. Like, I don't feel like I just came up and they just handed me this world title opportunity.
No, I mean, you've been in the picture forever.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I haven't really mapped anything out, but like, obviously, gun to my head, it's a match with Roman for the world title.
Hell yeah.
Hi guys! To stay in on the know on all things oral sessions, please like, subscribe, share, pass off the word to your mother, your father, a friend, a grandfather, a grandmother, somebody at the grocery store, whoever you want. Keep spreading the good word. Please help to support your girl, and subscribe. Just hit the button. Just hit the button and subscribe to Oral Sessions.